Welcome to Double Fries No Slaw. We got a full screen, a whole bunch of guys on here. We have a pop-up special edition episode where we are doing an all-time FSU draft. Let's go around the horn real quick. We've got Harlan Harris, who is the producer of Double Fries No Slaw. We've got Ed Kennedy, who's our lead editor for the website. Richie Barnes, you guys all know him from the show, co-host here on Double Fries No Slaw. Mike Settle, who is recording this on an iPhone Potato, has no video, and every time he picks a player, it's going to sound terrible, but he showed up, which is more than we can say for Brian Hathaway, our graphics guy, who will do the graphics for this show. Dustin Franklin, who does a whole bunch of contributing, a whole bunch of articles on the website. He's got stuff coming out just about every day of the week. Dustin Franklin, also he and Mike of the Don't Go Out There Horror Movie Review podcast. And then everyone's favorite, except for that one fan that left us a 5-star review that said less Trey. Everyone else's favorite, Trey Rowland, formerly of the Rollcast, now over there with X's and Knowles, if I got that correct.
You did. Great pun. It's a wonderful pun, and you pronounced it correctly. Well done. And
made it through the whole introductions without screwing anything up. So here we go.
And for that guy, you're about to get a whole lot more, Trey. So another 5-star review coming, I'm sure.
He is already tuned out. He's like, "Oh, Trey's on this episode." Like, I'm out of here.
Oh, good. I hope he crashed his car. How dare you? No need to be mean to me on the internet. It's not very nice.
Trey, what's up, man? I feel like we haven't potted since with the Rollcast final episode.
It's been too long, Richard. I miss you. You're super producer Cocoon, and you have just exploded into a super co-host. And you guys do a great job, man. It's good seeing you again, buddy.
Yeah, no big deal. We just interviewed a Super Bowl champion, and now we're here doing this. So
same level of guests. I mean, it went from good to great, in my opinion.
The fries stay hot is what it is the phrase we have around here. So Richie brings the heat. Richie gets a good guess, man. Like, he texted me. I told Brad, like, when he was on the show, I was like, Richie just texted me last week and was like, "Hey, by the way, I got Brad Johnson for Sunday night," like in the most nonchalant way ever. And I was like, well, I just pissed myself listening to that. Like, yeah, okay, let's go, man. Super Bowl champion.
Was he good? Was he entertaining? He's got like the most
phenomenal
white generic name, probably, like outside of like a Matt Smith or something. But was he good? Was he a spicy fry?
And he was like the most white generic guy too, talking about playing for Florida State, winning a Super Bowl, and then his trick shots. How he's like, sometimes it takes a little longer than you think to make these videos, but I got my trick shot sequences down.
He told you the best way to like break in your Sperry's or something. It was like how to get your boat shoes perfectly formed to the arches of your feet.
We talked about going to Ken's and having some drinks there. And all that
he would be a Ken's guy. Good for him.
He brought it up, so I love it. But I'm more excited for this draft, man.
Liar!
I still don't know what we're doing, but GG, what are we doing tonight? I don't know what's going on here.
So we're down one man already. Mike had to bow out. Connection a little bit too shaky, but thank you for being with us for that first 2 minutes, Mike. We appreciate your service. We are doing an all-time FSU draft. We're going to start with offense, then move to defense because nobody likes defense anyway. Offense, then defense, run through some different positions. And then once we're done with our drafts, we'll either vote on who has the best team, like you can't vote for yourself, or we'll have like fans vote. So Trey will win that if like the fans vote because everybody loves Trey except for that one guy. No. But someone else will get a vote because that one guy hates Trey. But we're going to run through. So here's the rules. Rules are you get 2 quarterbacks, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 flex, 1 kicker, 1 punter on offense. Defense, 2 DNs, 2 D tackles, 3 linebackers, 2 cornerbacks, 2 safeties, 9 players. Oh, and 1 offensive line. Sorry. On the offensive side, you get 1 offensive line. You pick an entire unit. We're not going through offensive linemen like that. Sorry. I know you guys don't get enough love, but we just don't have that much time. 1 offensive line unit. So, for example, you pick the whole 13 unit. You pick the whole 99 unit, whatever. We will spin a wheel for those watching. You get to watch us spin this wheel. For those that aren't watching, you have to I don't know. You just have to trust us that we didn't just lie and make this crap up. Let's spin the wheel real quick. Anybody have any thoughts before you jump into the draft? This is going to take a while, so try and limit your thoughts here. But any thoughts before we jump into it? Ed, Harlan, Dustin? Nobody?
Looking forward to winning.
I don't know if anybody actually wins on this thing, but you know,
I'm still not sure what we're doing, TJ. So I guess let's go.
So, question: do we let the others pick in silence? Do we ridicule them if they're terrible? Like, what's the decorum here, fellas?
No, it's an all in. Like, think of this as your fantasy draft, where if somebody makes a good pick, let's talk about it. If somebody just makes an absolutely terrible pick, let's ridicule them. Let's make them feel bad. Let's make them. If someone cries tonight on this show, I will consider it a success.
Psychological warfare, my favorite.
The theme should be ridicule and self-deprecation. That's all we're looking for here tonight, fellas. That's it.
Fantastic. Let's go.
So we have our spinning wheel up. Richie, Ed, Dustin, TJ, Trey, Harlan, our 6 contestants. Ed, pick a number between 1 and 10.
4.
So we're going to shuffle this 4 times. I did not go in cahoots with Ed before this show. Shuffle 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to spin the wheel. Ready? Spin. We will pick in the order.
You get a 0% APR.
Oh, Ed.
Interesting. You work in technology, don't you, Edward? Russian super hacker?
Well,
I actually do.
Ed's an expert in buying Twitter votes, so we know that much for sure.
Yeah, you probably hacked that oil pipeline, didn't you, Ruski?
So Ed is our first pick. So Ed being 1. Did anybody else remember the order of that thing?
I was last, I think.
I know I was second, so that's all I knew now.
Did you take the wheel off without establishing the order?
Yeah, I mean I can add it back. Ed then, all right,
Richie,
shout it out to me. I'm on the other thing. Ed, Richie.
Yep, Harlan,
Ed, Richie,
Harlan, Trey. Oh, Trey is last. Ooh.
It's okay. I like the double. I like the double picks.
Yeah.
I like the double picks.
I like that strategy. I do not like being second, to be honest, but let's go.
Dustin and Trey. All right, cool. So our very first pick of the night, Ed Kennedy. We are going offense first. Ed, tell the people just very quickly, because again, this is going to take forever and people have already probably tuned out, so we don't want to keep them too long. But tell them really quick about yourself, how you got involved with us, and then who your first pick is.
Yeah, sure. So, guys, I'm Ed. I have known TJ and have been friends with the Big 3 Roll-Up Network for several years now, and just one day out of the blue, because I used to write for the Big 3 Roll-Up, that TJ reached out and said, "Hey, do you want to help us here over at Double Fries No Slaw?" I said, "Absolutely, I'm all game." And ever since then, I've been working with the podcast, working on the website, and yeah. My pick is going to be Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook, first pick. All right, I feel like we have to, I don't want to say ridicule by any means, but let's get some commentary around Dalvin Cook being the very first pick of all time. Who wants that? Trey, you know what?
So,
I just feel like you're going to go first.
No. So, I get it. Like, if I'm drafting this team like a fantasy football league, I would have taken Dalvin Cook first, too. I think I like running backs value in fantasy football leagues. And he's, I think, the most productive that Florida State's ever had. So, if this is like a fantasy football team, yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, if I'm building it like a general manager, quarterback, gotta go. I would have gone quarterback. I think, depending on how this whole mishmash is going down, it really is a free for all. So that not a terrible pick, man. I'm okay with it.
So here's my downfall. I Googled how to build a fantasy draft. I didn't Google how to
running back first. So there you go. That's real football here, Edward.
Yeah. This is legitimate, not like that fake fantasy crap. This is real.
No, Ed is serious. That's the thing, guys. Ed is serious. He Googled this, and this is his strategy.
That's so sweet. Okay. Well, yeah, you did it. You would have great. You did a great pick for that.
I mean, I feel like most of the fans that watch and follow Florida State started following around that time. So if we do this up to a fan vote, you're probably going to be in great shape with that pick.
Yeah,
Richie,
I was going to say that. That's some recency bias, but it's still a good pick.
Richie, you're up next.
Yeah, much to the My wife will love this pick. Being a New Orleans Saints fan, TJ's gonna hate me for this.
PJ Williams. All right, who's next?
But I gotta go with Jameis. Right, that's an easy pick. I'm trying to win overall team, and I want the fan vote. I need it, guys. I'm insecure. Give me that reassurance. I want this vote. Jameis, everybody loves him, right? So yeah, I'm taking Jameis. That was
no controversy there. Just a squeaky clean player, no scandals or anything, man. Just, just universally loved by all.
My beautiful wife, who's an advocate for female rights, said that it was okay. So we're good to go.
All right,
dude. Awkward.
Well, you got my pick. You got my fan vote with Jameis there, Richie. So good on you. Next up, Harlan.
Yeah, Richie just stole my pick. So
I can't believe he was there after the first pick. I mean, what is Ed thinking?
Yeah, I'm going Charlie Ward. I have to go quarterback. So.
I like it. A vegan?
Not a bad pick for a QB. A terrible pick if you're going through the drive-thru at Guthrie's. Yeah, I'll go Winky here. I mean, I think it's QBs all the way. So that's gonna be who I have to go with. So 3 Heisman's off the board. 1 Heisman should have been winner or at least contestant off as well in Dalvin. Go ahead. Will we have a little bit of French flavor to this pick?
No, I can't go quarterback here. I got a feeling now. My 3 quarterbacks are gone. Let's build around some other playmaking positions. Give me work done.
All right.
Give me work done.
I like that.
The second best running back in school history. It got the first, I'll say. But, yeah.
Done, gone. We go to our last pick of the first round. None other than Mr. Trey.
All right. So I see Randy Moss on this list. Is that fake? Is that fake of this?
I said the same thing.
This was going to affect greatly what I do.
Did they? I mean, let's take a vote real quick. Did they have to play a snap for FSU?
No,
or just
I think that counts. Like I thought about taking him, but I didn't think else would be second.
Do we all? I mean, I put him on there, so I'm a yes vote. Richie's a yes vote. What's everybody else think?
I'm about to choose, so I vote resoundingly yes.
So Randy Moss has publicly claimed Florida State as his college program. Yeah. He's publicly said that. So
we didn't say they had to play in a game. We just said
So I think we know Trey's pick, and I love it.
All right, so we got 2 for here. There's a line of demarcation in Florida State quarterbacks that I think has been reached already. So I need to surround him with enough weapons where it's not going to matter who my guy is. So I'm going to take Florida State legend. You remember him in so many highlights in the Garnet and Gold, Randy Moss. And my second pick is a guy who did almost as much at Florida State, and that's Peter Warwick.
Dude,
that's Randy Moss and Peter Warwick for the loophole has been exercised,
dude,
and the receiver court is funky.
All right, you've seen a lot of people talk about that, like the fact that if Danny Cannell has tweeted about it, right? Like
right.
My senior year, these 2 guys redshirted. Like, could you imagine? Like, Danny's a great troll, but could you imagine, like, Danny Cannell's career if he would have gotten to play with Peter Warwick and Randy Moss? Like, he might be in the NFL for like 15 years.
Hey, TJ, can I just log off because Trey just won the draft and we don't need to continue?
I don't know. It's gonna get.
He might have smag throwing to him.
It's high risk, high reward, man. Everybody's got to take 2 quarterbacks. Like, it can get a little funky. Yeah. Like, we could be talking James Blackman. We could be talking JJ Cosentino. Like, we can be real down in the gutter.
My favorite part is that TJ tried to like hide Randy Moss like towards the bottom of the receivers.
I know,
he's just casually sitting there.
Yeah.
I almost didn't put him in and then just like picked it myself because I told you guys the lists are not comprehensive. Like, if there's somebody else off these lists that you want, I mean, go for it.
I'm absolutely fine with your list.
All right, Dustin, we're snaking back to you.
All right, well, P-Dub was definitely my next pick, but he's off the board. So I'm going to go ahead and get another Hall of Fame wide receiver. Give me Anquan Bolden, one of the toughest men to ever put on shoulder pads.
Man of the year. Like, just a good human being. I love that pick.
Yeah, great man.
Love the Bolden pick. Harlan, we're back to you.
Yeah, I got to go Greg Jones. Got to.
Oh, Trey cannot be happy with that.
Darn it. Son of a gun. I don't play around in the written medium as much, but I think 85% of everything I've ever written for Tomahawk Nation is Greg Jones centric. It's all I can do. So he was Harlan. You've made a blood enemy for life. We have a feud now, but it's okay.
It was actually my pick, but I wasn't taking Greg Jones, so it doesn't really mess anything up. I'll take Rashad Green there with my pick after Bolden went off. I'll take Green. Harlan with Jones. Now it's back to Richie.
So, TJ, man, I have to question your ability to put together a draft board because my next pick, I got my quarterback.
This wasn't in any kind of order. It's just
but
people.
you do not have my next pick on the board at all. And that is Sammy Smith, one of the greatest running backs to ever play for Florida State and one of the greatest recruits to ever get picked out of Florida State. How do you not have him on the board? I could have probably waited and taken him later, but I'm going to take him right now because I got my quarterback. Give me Sammy Smith.
Well, yeah, you got a lot to answer for, buddy. What do you say?
I put this together while both my kids were screaming this afternoon and just literally did as best as I could. So there you go. Ed, your pick.
Picks, you get two, Ed, for fantasy football.
That means I'm
right.
up next too.
Pick Ed.
Punter next, Ed. That's what the article you Googled says.
Right, exactly. Well, I need a quarterback, so
Francois.
Don't you dare.
No,
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Actually, don't.
I'm not going to do that to you. Justin.
Don't do that to your team either.
Don't do that.
Oh God.
Give me EJ Manuel.
I like it. I like EJ.
So do I.
All right. EJ Manuel for you. You also have the first pick of the third round.
Yes, I do. Give me Kelvin Benjamin.
Oh,
M66.
Kelvin Benjamin. All right, we're snaking back to Richie.
Give me the
Second pick of the third
2013 offensive line, and y'all have fun trying to figure out things beyond that.
Not a bad pick. Harlan.
Oh man, Richie just took my next pick. So we get two running backs, right?
You do. And a flex.
I'll just go ahead and take Akers as well.
Love it, man.
Akers off the board to Harlan. I think that snakes around to me. I don't have a running back yet. I'll take Freeman. I'll take Devontae Freeman. Dustin.
I got another pick coming up, so let me right here. Let me take Chris Thompson.
I love that.
Ooh.
Probably
Chris
my
Thompson
favorite running back that never really doesn't really resonate with Florida State fans, but he should because that guy was a beast.
Play with a broken back, bro. He's amazing.
No, he broke his back and came back and was
That's
so
what I said.
dominant.
Yep.
He was phenomenal.
Literally puts the back in comeback player of the year. I feel like that was a Trey joke, but he's over here actually taking this thing seriously.
I don't know if that was
No, it was
Trey
good. It
joke
was
or-
fine. It was a joke for sure.
It was either a trade joke or an X-rated one we should not be talking about on this podcast anyway. So
It was good, buddy. It was a solid pun, brother. You did great.
Thank you, Trey. That means the world. Your pick.
Oh, it's me. Okay, great. Man, I gotta get a quarterback. So I will do.
Not that important.
I'll
You
do
don't take
Chris.
Francois.
So we'll do Christian Ponder.
Oh, I thought you were going Ricks.
He actually, I have and you'll see this when it gets to the defensive side of the ball. The early 2000s, when the lost decade first started, but not really because they were winning ACC championships. I love all those guys from those teams because I was 12 when formative years. So there's a bunch of guys on defense I'm going to hit, but I'm going to do Christian Ponder, and then running backs have been rated. So I'm going to do the 1996 Florida State offensive line, which includes one, maybe the best left tackle of all time in Walter Jones. So we're going to do the 1996 Florida State offensive line.
You're going to take a JUCO guy?
Walter only a Hall of Famer. Walter only played that 96 season, right?
Yeah,
he
redshirted. He's a one season guy.
That's the only way to get him was that 96 O line. So great pickup there to grab that O line. We have Dustin back up again. Quarterback time? I think you could take him last round, bro. Like, I don't even think it. Nobody's even.
Yeah, if you want him, he will be there. I promise.
Nobody's gonna like troll you. Like, how to take it.
Right back.
This is hateful language. Give me. Let me go and get my flex out of the way. And when I say flex, this guy, when he flexes, looks like he's chiseled out of marble. James Wilder Jr.
Ooh,
Okay, I like that.
that's a good way to use a flex. All right.
Actually,
so
I'd probably put Chris Thompson at flex because he can catch the ball better. But
he's already gone though.
I got him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Next up, I'm gonna go little throwback here. I'll go. I mean, not like super far back. I'll go Snoop Ennis with my pick. Fill out that wide receiver. Snoop and Green on the edges for me.
Who's your quarterback, TJ?
Chris Winkie?
Dude, so you got Winky to Snoop, the play
That's
action
it.
against
That's
Clemson, 2000. One of my
That's
favorite
it.
plays of all time.
98
Well done.
yards. Let's
Sure
go.
that yeah, it was a lot of yards.
Harlan, you up?
I mean, this one's tough for me because one, I wasn't born in '93, and two, I was 3 years old in '99. So I'll just take the '99 offensive line, I guess. I mean, we won that year, so that has to be decent.
The logic and the reasoning that goes into those are fantastic. So no, I like it. 99 O line to Harlan. Back around to Richard.
Yeah, man. So I'm looking good on a few spots, but I mean, I'm not going to take the most accurate kicker in college football history. Instead, give me the Polish powder keg. Give me a Sebastian Janikowski. I think he needs the respect that he deserves to be picked this early. So I will do that. I will not make the same mistake the Tampa Bay Buccaneers made in drafting Roberto Aguayo too early.
Man, that's a good pick. That it makes no sense to take him right now. What a wonderful pick. I love him personally.
We're trying to build around offenses, and Richie's like, fourth round, Seabass.
It's in you Bucks people's DNAs. You're like a Jason Light guy. It's ingrained in you. You can't escape it.
I gotta have a kicker here.
It's got to shore up those special teams.
I have Jameis Winston on my team. I need a kicker.
Straight up and get a kicker.
Richie's arguing right now for those on video, and he's been on mute the entire time. Like, he was waving his arms around. It was fantastic. Nobody heard anything.
Son of a gun.
Ed, you're up next.
Okay. I'm going to take O'Leary for flex and the 93 offensive lineman for the next pick after.
93 O-line. 6 guys on the line there, right? You just kind of went basically 6 offensive linemen with a guy that can catch the ball. So I like it. I know nothing about the 93 offensive line, but I'm assuming you took them the same reason Harlan did, right?
I used Harlan logic. I was born in 93. So I have no idea what that O-line is about, but they won a national championship.
So they have to be somewhat decent.
They have to be decent.
Richie, we're back to you. If you're off mute, it's your pick.
Yeah, well, what round is this?
We're in round number 5. We have 4 to go on the offense.
The one after the kicker.
The reason I ask is because
it's butter time.
The reason I ask is because in what round 5 can you get a Super Bowl MVP, Fred Belitterkoff, to round out your receiver room in the 5th round?
What's his name?
Fred Belitterkoff.
Belitterkoff.
Yeah, you call him whatever you want. I don't know, but that's who I'm going with. He's played well before I was born, but I'm taking him. I think that's a phenomenal pick, great value, and someone needs to give me a call. I
Richie
need
just-
the general
Richie
manager here.
Bolitnikoff. There's a darn trophy given every year in his honor.
Even better, out of the city of Tallahassee, and I still can't get it right. That's
Bolitnikoff.
I am
Blitzkrieg.
taking, no, I'm
Ivan
taking
Cole.
Splitsenfloff.
Richie just took back-to-back kickers and white wide receivers in 2 rounds back-to-back. Oh,
He's a good one though. If you're gonna go
Come on,
for
now,
a Caucasian,
Super Bowl MVP. We're
in
talking
the 50s. I mean, like, he didn't win it last year.
that's a good pick, Richie. You butchered his last name, but it's a good.
It's like comparing Jack to Tiger. They played in different eras.
Oh, God,
like
you have to put the
take
golf
best
garbage. You have to
people.
golf it up somehow, don't you?
All right. So I when I picked Jalen first next round, I'm really worried about him shutting down the guy from the 50s. Harlan, you're up next.
I'm taking Anquan Bolden. And I
Oh,
don't-
he's gone.
He's gone.
You lose your pick.
I took him early.
Oh shoot! All right, I'll take Carthonzo Thorpe.
I like him. He's fast. He's good.
Crofonzo Thorpe off the board to Harlan. I'm running this thing, so give me just a minute to look back at who's available, who I've taken. Man, I will take in this pick. I'll take the 2012 offensive line, which was most of the 2013 offensive line with a couple of different guys. So still really good. So 2012 offensive line. Next up, Dustin.
Give me the dunk. You don't have him on here, but give me Ron Dugans.
He's on there, right?
I had Dossie. I forgot Dugans. Yeah, you're right. Dugans to Dustin, and then everyone's favorite, Trey gets 2 picks. Into round 5, start round 6.
So I'm gonna get Leon Washington for one of my running backs. There's that kind of that bias, a healthy Leon Washington, and then I don't know if I want to go. Do I want to? Yeah, because you guys already have a lot. How many of you guys have 2 quarterbacks already?
I don't think anybody does.
Nobody
yet.
does. Yeah.
All right. I think he kind of sucks at Twitter, but he was a good quarterback, so I'll take Danny Cannell. I frequently hate a lot of things that come out of his mouth, but I'll do Danny Cannell. So Leon Washington, Danny Cannell.
Well, you've kind of forced my.
Yeah,
Go
off
ahead.
the hand. Go ahead. Sorry. I was going to pass it back to you, Dustin.
But no, you're fine. I was just gonna say you kind of forced my hand. I feel like I have to take DeAndre Francois now that Cannell's gone. So give me the quarterback that would have won a Heisman had Ronnie Harrison not sabotaged, or had Landon Dickerson not sabotage his career and let Ronnie Harrison murder him. Which, by the way, Landon Dickerson, notorious double agent.
Oh,
Let
okay.
that
He's
happen.
mole. He's mole.
Let that happen, then transfers to Bama, and all of a sudden, hey, he's good at football. So yeah, give me DeAndre Francois. Dirty.
Yep. Just Heisman winner.
though, man.
Basically,
Would've been.
basically a Heisman winner. Yeah, for sure.
Single-handedly beat Michigan.
Like it.
Keith Gavin might have something to say about that, but I don't know.
I'm gonna let
Or
it go.
Dalvin or Nooney, but yeah,
Yeah, it's either here nor there. He was the just
semantics.
lip tattooed captain, just character guy, high integrity.
Hey, we will always
fun
have,
girlfriend, fun not crazy girlfriend,
Oh.
just a heck of a guy.
We will always have the amazing Ole Miss game at Camping World Stadium, the premier stadium
Exactly.
in the state of Florida.
That's the worst stadium in the state of Florida. Never mind. I'm not making that joke. Speaking of running backs, give me the guy that beat Clemson. I'll take Carlos Williams off the board right here.
There you go.
For my second running back. Carlos Williams, passing it back to Harlan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with one of my favorite players from that 13-year, Kenny Shaw.
Kenny Shaw
That was my
off the
pick.
board.
That was my pick. Oh.
Sure hands. He's gonna catch everything from Charlie Ward.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll get concussed and show up the next week. Like, no big deal. Nothing happened.
Speaking of concussions, Richie, it's time for you to make another pick.
Yeah, he literally just took my pick.
Wait, are you saying that Richie picks like somebody with CTE? Is that what you're just implying?
that was the yeah. We're trying this thing going.
Oh no!
So let's be honest. There's not going to be any real winners or losers out of this, but I'm going with I got to get a running back. And I was in high school. This guy was the biggest thing in the world. Lorenzo Booker. I just have to take him. He was a huge deal. He was the first superstar to commit on ESPN. It was down to Florida State, Notre Dame. Picked Florida State. He did not have a great career outside of that bowl game against UCLA, where he showed us exactly what we thought he would be. But I was always a big Lorenzo Booker fan, so I'll definitely snag him right here.
Ed, you have 2 picks in round 6. Start round 7.
I'm going to go ahead and go with Ampli.
Dope name. I like that.
And then I'll take who do I want? Give me Smag. Why not?
Oh, okay.
Ultimate backup.
All right. Trey, I feel bad for the people that are just listening on
Just
the
a lot of other guys.
I cannot see Trey's face right now.
Ed
This
truly
is
picked
phenomenal.
no offense to Sean McGuire, man. I hope you're doing well. God bless you for all the But Ed went with a true backup as his backup. Instead of just picking like another starter to be his backup, like he went with a backup.
Backup, right.
I mean, like his backup inception over here.
Nobody picked JJ Constantino. I want him. All right.
Yeah.
Ed, there's no salary cap for this, man. You don't have to worry about like drafting backups.
Oh my gosh, that's probably the best moment of the night.
That is the pick of the night. That's the pick of the night. My
Gosh, Richie,
Whatever,
that's
man.
who
Good
did.
job, bro. It's all good.
Wait, am I up again?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
you've gone
What do
after Ed every time.
Okay, what do I need right now? I need a quarterback. I'm good on kickers.
That run of kickers didn't happen the way you thought it would, did it?
4th round. Oh,
So Ponder's gone, right? You still have him on the list here, but Ponder's gone.
He's gone. He's
All right. I'm going to take the best quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl in a Tampa Bay Buccaneers uniform, Brad Johnson.
Brad Johnson as your quarterback. Harlan.
I was trying to keep a straight face, but
Well,
it's not.
this is FSU in college. Richie doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm taking the best kicker in college history. I'm taking Maguire.
Aguayo, yeah.
Yeah, that was my good pick because I was taking him next. So without him, I will go flex or give me Greg Carr for my flex.
Really? I'm just saying, like,
Oh, Richie's feeling a little sassy.
I like him. I like Greg Carr. Greg Carr. He took a kicker in the 4th round. Dustin.
shout out South Georgia.
All right.
Kenyatta Watson.
Give me the only player on the draft board that shares the first name with me. Give me D-Hop. Dustin Hopkins.
I like it. Trey, you got 2 picks now.
Okay. I know you guys said there isn't going to be a winner from this, but I feel pretty decent about this offensive team that I've assembled. So by running back, I'm going to do Travis Minor, one of my favorite players growing up. But the name that caught my eye that I'm glad didn't catch any of yours for my flex, I'm going to do Lavernius Coles, who didn't have not the fondest memories of Florida State. I think he's one of those guys that reps his high school team whenever they do the Monday Night Football. Disgusting in college, disgusting in the NFL, routinely torched my Dolphins as a member of the New York Jets. Yeah, so you've got Randy Moss, Peter Warwick, and Lavernius Coles as the wide receiver.
Who's throwing them the ball? Who's your quarterback?
Christian Ponder, bro. It ain't bad. Or
No,
Cannell,
seriously,
whatever.
You guys know what? You know what's freaking scary? That could have legit been Florida State's receiving corps. They were all there at the same time.
That is correct.
And Randy, smokes a little weed. Like it's 2020. Like who cares? Like it
Like, wasn't when he did it. I mean, it wasn't 2020.
No, it wasn't cool then.
Oh,
Like, now it's like
unfortunately.
super cool. Yeah,
That would have been
now
like
it's the coolest.
I'm just saying, like those three legit were on campus at the same time at Florida State. That's wild.
It's true. It is very true.
Dustin,
Oh, I know who I'll go with.
who you got?
You. I need an offensive line unit. Give me that 2012 unit.
I already
TJ took them.
Oh, you took them?
Stucker.
They were gone. Let me refresh then.
Sorry, I didn't take them off the board. I haven't
Oh,
run
that's
both
why.
sheets.
Okay, no problem. Give me the 2010 offensive line then, because I don't want anything past 2015.
Smart.
2010 offensive line for Dustin. I will take. Give me Scott Bentley, national champion winner. Kicked us a title against Nebraska in '93. Give me Scott Bentley for my kicker. Harlan.
I'm gonna go with my boy Lonnie Pryor. Flex. He's flex.
Dude,
right?
I want it. Yeah. I like the Lonnie pick. You can
I
pick him
got
for
Lonnie
whatever.
blocking for Greg Jones. I mean, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, I like it. A lot of power in that backfield. I don't know everybody's roster. I know Richie took a kicker in like the first round. Remember, you do have to have a kicker and a punter. I assume all the punters will come ninth round unless Richie takes one here. Richie and then Ed to finish out round 8.
Wait, so I need a kicker and a punter?
Correct.
All right, so I'm going to flex this out. Not the greatest ending at Florida State. Unfortunately, we've all passed out in a McDonald's drive-thru before. We've all done it.
Double P.
But I am taking Preston Parker. He was honestly probably the most impressive player I saw ever during my time at Florida State, 2006 to 2010. Guys, he was special. It's a shame things didn't work out the way it did, but he was a phenomenal player. Trey, you were there the same time I was. What are your thoughts on him?
He was good. He just very impressive. Did some things in the NFL.
Yeah. For the
and
Bucs.
got wasted in a McDonald's parking lot, like a drive-through in the middle, like before he could pay for his McDouble. So he's A-okay in my book. I'm a big fan.
Ed Kennedy, you have the last pick of the 8th round, the first pick of the 9th.
Okay. I think I need a kicker and a wide receiver. So
Did you get a punter?
Wrap up.
Who's your
You get a punter? Yeah.
You need a punter too.
I need a punter too.
Yeah, you better hurry up.
Yeah. Okay.
Clock.
Give me Bentley.
I already took him.
It's still on the list. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not updating it.
Yeah, I'm only updating the actual board. Sorry.
Okay.
With any consistency, anyway.
Oh, so Smacy is available?
Quit giving away picks.
I was about to say, what was that one, Richie?
No. Gary Sismacia, come on now. He was a legend in intramural kickball at Florida State, by the way.
Great nickname, by the way.
Yeah.
Which is funny after we just talked about Preston Parker, because Gary Sismacy's nickname was the Weed. And that's what might hit Preston Parker a little bit hard in that McDonald's drive-thru.
That's great.
Okay. Give me, is it Beitia?
Yeah.
Xavier
Beitia.
Beitia.
From the Miami game. Oof.
Oh, God. Hurts my heart. All right. And then round 9, you need a punter as well.
Is there a punter list? I just don't see it under.
It's on the defensive
It's
list.
on the defense. Sorry.
Okay.
This really
Oh,
does not matter.
Yeah.
It does.
Is Logan Tyler taken?
Yep. He's always no one's taken a punter yet.
He'd be the first.
It's all you. Richie, you're up next after Logan Tyler's gone.
Yeah, so I'm gonna finagle the system here a little bit. I'm taking Graham Gano as my punter because he did punt while at Florida State, and he was also one of my sister's next door neighbors when he was at the Carolina Panthers. So I have to take that one. So Graham
So is
Gano
he gone?
my punter.
Is he gone now from kickers now that he got
is,
chosen?
Yeah. Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
Yep.
Because he kicked and punted at Florida State. So I'm taking as my punter to go with the Polish powder keg.
Harlan.
What are you going to do when you have to actually punt? Like, why didn't you just get a regular punter?
Because Because Graham Gano is athletic, and if I want to do a fake punt and pick up the first down,
Well,
and
you
keep the
do
drive
realize
alive,
it's very
You do
insensitive to the
Yeah.
people that have to pick kickers after you. I just want to let you know that was a
Yeah.
very insensitive move.
and I just want you to know that I had no strategy coming into this draft, and I still don't have one. I'm trying to figure it out as we go.
Richie has Jameis Winston and the 2013 offensive line, and he's worried about fake field goals. Like that's how he's drafting at this moment in time. The logic around Richie's
All right.
picks is
Well,
amazing.
That sucks. I'm
Harlan.
mad. That was my guy.
I'm going to take my JV baseball coach, Keith Cottrell,
Oh,
Keith Cottrell.
punter.
Yep. I'll take Case and Beatty. Has nothing to do with him for the if you know. So who's next? Dustin and then Trey to finish this out.
I'm going to take a guy that lives here in Knoxville. I see him all the time at the bar. We play Golden Tee together. I'm taking my guy, my friend, my personal friend, Sean Powell.
there you go.
On Powell.
I wanted him because I saw he's got a big head. He has got a massive.
He really
dome.
does. He really does. First
If
time
he
I
was
met him,
on-
we took a picture together, and I was like, man, he's like the same height as me. He's like 6'4", 6'5", but it's all in his head. It's incredible.
Yeah, he's got a heck of a dome piece. I'll go Sismacia. I'll go the weed. We'll go the weed, and then I will.
Wait. That's it. That's the
I
end
have to get a
round.
punter. I get two.
Well, then you messed up somewhere. You got to get rid of somebody.
No, I don't have two quarterbacks.
Yeah, dude. We still gotta roll through again.
2, 4.
Wait, do I not have everything I
I was
need?
going to say, I don't have a wide receiver.
Oh, I think we're on this.
Yeah, y'all screwed up your picks then.
No,
We're
no,
nine
we
rounds.
didn't. No, we didn't,
Hold on. Who's
dude.
Trey have? Trey has Randy Moss, Peter Warwick,
Yeah,
Christian Ponder,
yeah.
and
Danny
the O line,
Cannell. Yep.
and then Danny Cannell, Leon Washington, Travis Minor,
Minor. Yep.
and Bethia.
No, I just picked Sismacia for my kicker. Now I have to get a punter. Then I'm done.
Oh, it's because in your list here you didn't list offensive line, so there's actually 10 picks.
Oh, okay. All right, we got one more round then. Round 10.
All right, so what do I
You
need?
guys have like
Well, now I got to figure out what I need.
All right. So who was that? Who was that, Trey? Who was your last one?
So Sismacia was my kicker, and then I'll go. Who's
That
a
was
punter? Name a punter. Like who were are these guys on the list? Good. These punters.
No, they just punted at FSU.
Okay. Jesse Stein. He sounds. Oh, you know I'm going to go with Alex Mastromano, the Australian. I have
love
no
that.
idea how he's going to go.
Love it.
This is a bet on his upside and his potential, but we're going to go with the Aussie, Alex Mastromano, and that's it. My team's
Okay.
done.
Thank
I'm
you
gonna
for fixing my mess up, Dustin. So
Hey, no problem. That's what I'm here for. I'm gonna take a quarterback that won a lot of games in his collegiate career, but not most of them were at FSU. For my backup quarterback, give me the Notre Dame transplant, Everett Golson.
I like it.
Your quarterback room is putrid. Absolutely putrid.
Well, my strategy coming in was Francois and Cannell, and then you kind of followed those plans.
That's a terrible strategy. to
I-
begin with.
You know what? I apologize then.
Hey.
Just as I ganode you. Richie ganode me, and I ganode you with Cannell, and it was rude, and I apologize.
I'm trying to find my Post-it note. I had it here somewhere. It crinkled up. It said Francois no matter what. But
number one on the big board.
Yeah.
Give me Chris Ricks as my backup QB.
I like it.
I'm a huge Ricks guy, mostly because of 2003. So, and I'll have the best parking spot on campus. After me, Harlan.
Xavier Lee.
Love it. A beast in NCAA football. Richie.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I just need to flex here, and I'm all in on Crow Thorpe, man. If he doesn't break his leg in that one game,
Wait,
he
he's
is-
gone.
Chosen.
He's gone.
been chosen.
I took him.
he's still on the spreadsheet that TJ has up. So now I have to find someone else. That's awesome.
Javon Walker's good.
Sucks to suck, bro.
I like Javon Walker. But you know what? Let
PK,
me
baby.
go. Actually, you know what? Little recency bias. Give me Auden Tate, man. He's killing it with the Bengals. And he made DeAndre Francois look like a real quarterback when he was there. So I'm all in on Tate here.
Or did Francois make Tate look like a real receiver? Come on, back off.
Who's in the NFL? Who's not? I don't know. I'm asking.
You're breaking up.
Ed Kennedy, take us home for offense.
Yep, I've got to go. I mean, last pick's a wide receiver. Dawsey. You got Lawrence Dawsey. Is Lawrence Dawsey still on the board? Or is that gone?
He's good. It's funny.
Good?
It's
Anybody can have Lawrence Dawsey, Chelsea.
Lawrence Dawsey drafted and done. We will. That finishes out the offensive portion.
Apologies to Thad Busby, Casey Weldon, Peter Tom Weldon,
Drew Weatherford. What a shame.
Weatherford.
We saw him live, Richie. We know better.
We missed Blackman.
Missed
Dexter
Blackman.
Carter.
We missed
Jack West Patrick. Rock Preston.
Cool name. He has a cool
Floyd. William Floyd.
Someone should have taken Floyd. That's the only snub I see on the list so far.
James Coleman. Kez McCorvey. E.G. Green. Tommy Gardner. Tamarick Vanover. Hassan Jones. PK Sam. Oh, man. Nobody took the 2001 offensive line either. Sad.
And nobody took the 2018 offensive line. Wow.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you put that on there. That's
No,
disgusting. Okay.
I did not put that on there. That's a lie.
Good draft, boys. That was good offensive
That was
chit
good
chat.
offense.
I like it.